The latest version of the Target Decision Suite contains a new start screen. The new start screen has been designed for the end user or first-time end user to make it easier to know what to do once you have logged onto the Target client. Essentially, you have two options. You can either open existing documents through this tab, or you can click here to create a new document, for example, a new analysis if you like. Let's focus on the Open tab at first. Here we got a new concept called pin folders. And looking over here right now, my favorites folder, my personal folder, and my recent folder are all three pin folders. Each of these can be browsed. You can scroll down through the documents of the favorites folder, and of course click any of these thumbnails to open it if you want to. You can also add pin folders yourself. So for example, if you have one of the subfolders here, let's say the sales subfolder that you use very often, if you want that to become a pin folder, simply drag it and drop it, and now it has become a pin folder here, which you then can browse and click any of the documents to open it. Now in this case, my personal folder here is currently empty, so by right-clicking I might want to remove that from my pin folders. So you may say the pin folder is just your own preferred organization of favorite folders if you like. Of course, you can also click into each of the individual folders here, like the sales folder, to see what the content is. Now you got an overview of all the documents here. But notice over here a new option with regard to filtering of those documents. Would you like to look at analyses and reports, or maybe only reports, as is the case now? You could do a filter like this. You can also do filters by last modification date. So if I have anything being modified today, like this analysis here, it will now appear on the list. And of course, you can do the same thing with regard to creation date. Now, the presentation of the documents can be a detailed list like this, or a more simple list, or maybe a thumbnail list if you prefer that. Up here we got a search field, and notice when I just start typing individual letters, it'll do an immediate search. So now I'm looking for documents containing revenue, and now it found 3 documents where revenue is part of the name itself. But I could also do a search within the document content by clicking this option. Now I've got a few more documents on the list. And of course, I can click any of these to open the analysis. I'll just show you opening an analysis from pin folders. So if I go back here, for example, and let's scroll down to this simple revenue analysis here, single click there, and now that analysis has been opened up in the Target client. Now let's go back to the Start tab here to look at the other option, the new option. Once I click here, you have options for creating a new analysis, new dashboard, new report, etc. In this latest version, you also have options to create notification agents directly from the Start page, and even scheduled jobs can be done from here. If we go back to the new analysis option, you'll also see some tips here. When to use an analysis, you can read a little bit about that. If you click here, there will be a small video tutorial on how to create a new analysis, an explanation on how to use drag and drop for adding source data to your analysis, or maybe if you prefer to use the intelligent wizard, you can also read a little bit about that. Otherwise, if you just want to go ahead and design a new analysis from scratch, just click this option up here, like that. It automatically switches to your source data tab, and of course also to your design ribbon on top.